Monday morning and welcome to Great Day Washington. I'm Ellen Bryan.
And I'm Kristen Bursett-Harris. Hopefully you're hanging out inside where it's nice and warm, but thank you for joining us this morning. A lot going on today, so let's get right down to it.
I know it's a holiday, but it is a busy one, Kristen, this morning, because we're looking at Richmond. It could be a tense day down in Richmond as thousands of people are expected to show up at a pro-gun rally at the state capitol. And Virginia lawmakers, they are considering tightening gun laws. Now, these measures include things like requiring background checks and also banning assault weapons.
Our Matt Gregory is live at the rally in Richmond. So, Matt, what's the mood like down there?
Yeah, the mood is very upbeat. This looks like thousands of people are already here. We're just outside the state capitol, but I really want to be able to give you a good and accurate descriptor of what we're seeing here. Take a look behind me. This is up here on 9th Street. You can see looking all the way down. This group of people goes for at least, I want to say, 3 or 4 blocks, and everyone's making their way into the actual Capitol to see that there's going to be speakers talking on the front steps. Once again, this is lobby day, and this is folks coming here to lobby on behalf of gun rights. They feel like the bills proposed by the governor and the General Assembly infringe upon their rights, and they would like to be able to protest, and so they're exercising their First Amendment right to talk about their Second Amendment right and how they feel that it's being taken from them. Now, if you look further down here, you can see there's a whole line coming up this way. There's going to be roughly 120,000 people, maybe 130,000 people here, all speaking on behalf of one of their rights to be preserved. They're having trouble talking in the cold. But as you can see, there's 130,000 people is what we're told we're going to see. This Virginia Citizens Defense League was sponsoring this. And we actually came down on a bus with some of the folks from Arlington. People are coming from all over Virginia, some people from out of the state. And one of the issues when we've been talking to folks is they feel like if Virginia does go in this direction, it could have a ripple effect across the country. So those are the reasons why they're here today. They want to protest some of what they see to feel are infringements upon their Second Amendment rights, and they're working through trying to get their message across. And eventually they'll all be going through and talking to legislatures individually. The team leaders will be. But that's what we're seeing here in Richmond. We're going to have a lot more in our Facebook live stream to show you Lobby Day, lobbying for gun rights here in Richmond, in Virginia's capital. But for now, in Richmond, I'm Matt Gregory. Back to you.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing that unfold all day. But
Hopefully everything's
safe and everybody's all bundled up and
yeah,
cold's not keeping them away.
It's just a few hundred people who come out. So when he was saying 130,000, I'm like, wow, that's a big difference for this one.
Well, and no matter what the topic ever is, when you get that big of a crowd, you know, security and safety is an issue. So we hope everybody stays safe and calm and just does the message that they want to get across.
Matt included. Good work, Matt. We'll be following you all day. The focus in D.C. a little different because everyone here is honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, for decades, top leaders have joined the Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday Peace Walk and Parade. This event, it's in Anacostia. It's at Anacostia Park. It starts at 10 a.m. and marchers will head down Good Hope Road before turning on to MLK Avenue. Then the parade will end at St. Elizabeth's East Campus. Some roads are already closed. They start closing about 7 a.m. Police are going to have kind of rolling closures going on until the parade gets underway. And then all roads should reopen by 2:30 this afternoon. So that area will be a little bit hard to get around. If you have your normal routes, you might have to reroute yourself.
And Melissa will have your weather forecast coming up, but as she was saying, with the wind chill 16 to 25, so dress warm.
Were you shocked when you walked outside today? I was like, I was not prepared for this.
Well, I tell you, I have my Alexa go off and it says top of the morning to you, the average temperature, and it was like 25. Oh, my bed feels so warm right now.
Oh, it was a lot. All right, there's also a few things that are happening right now because we have the impeachment trial that is just about to officially start. President Trump's legal team, they must file their brief before noon today, and then the Senate doesn't reconvene until tomorrow. Now, over the weekend, we learned that former independent counsel Ken Starr and OJ attorney Alan Dershowitz, will help defend the president. It appears the Senate will vote to start hearing arguments in the case before it makes a decision on whether to call any witnesses or not. So that's all going on at least this week here.
At least this week, right? We'll kind of keep an eye on the timeline because who knows how it's all going to unfold. But last night was fun because we're in the middle of award season. Right?
Something a little bit lighter. Thank you for turning the mood here, Kristen.
That's right.
The SAG Awards, they are probably all over your social media feeds, or Brad and Jen are all over your social media feeds, because there were good moments like that one. There were some controversial moments, and then there was also, of course, just that reunion between the old lovers, Brad and Jen. Let's dive right in. There were some big wins last night that mirrored the Golden Globes. Of course, you're saying, who's going to win? Is it going to be the same as the Golden Globes?
Right.
Joaquin Phoenix was one of the repeat winners. He won for Best Leading Male Actor for Joker. Renee Zellweger also won, like she did for the Golden Globes, for Best Leading Female for her role as Judy Garland in Judy. And then a lot of talk around the movie Parasite. This is a South Korean film. It became the first foreign language film ever to win the SAG Ensemble Prize, or kind of in this case, because it's a different kind of award show, kind of the best picture at the end of the night. Now, politics, of course, made their way into the ceremony. Robert De Niro, he blasted the president while accepting his Lifetime Achievement Award.
And on a lighter note there as well, fans were treated to a blast from the past. We are never getting past this one. When Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston were spotted talking to each other, they were both big winners last night, and each joked a bit about their relationship status. And take a listen.
I got to add this to my Tinder profile.
Boy, did we get to dive deep into our own experiences and our own history. And I mean, who knew that emotional breakdowns felt that good?
And apparently Brad dropped everything to watch Jen give her acceptance speech and check out her face during his acceptance speech, because Brad said something like, who knew it'd be so hard to play a guy that gets high, takes his shirt off, and doesn't get along with his wife.
Right.
And then, of course, they panned to Jen.
Yeah.
Which was his character once upon a time in Hollywood.
And she was laughing. It was kind of ironic that they both won, because there's not a ton of winners at the SAG Awards. And for both of them to win on this night, I thought it was kind of cool.
We've talked about this before, because I'm like, why are we still talking about this? You know, he was married again, she was with somebody else, but it's just that, I mean, I remember when they got together, it was such a big deal, and people just still love to have them run into each other.
Yeah, yeah. Parasite being the big winner for Ensemble last night was very interesting. You know, they had the translator up there as well. I thought that movie was fantastic. It's dark, though. It's dark toward the end, but they did do a great job. I think it's great that they're sweeping a lot of these award shows. Well,
and they came out because, you know, they do the little montages or the little highlight reel for each ensemble or movie that's nominated. And when they came out, everybody gave them a standing ovation.
Right.
Like it was, and I'm
instantly when they won last night, a standing ovation.
It was amazing. So that's awesome. So history being made.
Yes, yes, and the red carpet was beautiful as well. Are you working on your, what do you call it, New Year's resolution, and maybe running out of some motivation right now to keep up those fitness goals? Do not worry, Michelle Obama has you covered, because she has put out her list of top workout tracks for the year. It's got some Lizzo, of course, Childish Gambino, and Cardi B. You name it, it's pretty much on there. Michelle Obama said that they give her the extra boost to get through even her toughest workouts.
It's amazing what a song can do to help.
Yeah.
I always do. It's Pitbull and Kesha.
Fireball. Oh, no.
No, it's I'm blanking on the name, but when I'm on the bike or if I'm running, because it has different waves of beats, it just kind of gets me going. It's amazing what a certain ride a song can do.
Yeah, it makes a big, big difference.
Yeah.
Another development overseas today, in the UK, Prince Harry made his first public comments about splitting away from the royal family.
Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible.
Now, he spoke at a charity event in Britain last night, the day after Buckingham Palace announced more details, including that the Sussexes will no longer use their Royal Highness titles. That was very hard to say.
You have to say Sussexes all the time.
But before he got to say anything else for the charity, he was like, I kind of want to say a few things, and he went into the personal part. And I thought he made it sound like I made this decision, kind of taking some of the blame off Meghan. Do you feel that way?
I did, because everybody wants to blame her, of course. Like, here's this American coming in, and now she's taking over. But I'm with you. It seemed like, I mean, he has talked about this even before he and Meghan got together, with the pressure of the press and the fact that the media had on his family. So good for him for just taking onus on it, and they're going to start their new life and build their brand.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Yeah. People are saying they're kind of building something like what the Obamas Foundation looks like, is what maybe they are thinking of doing. So We'll see. They're not going away from the spotlight.
No, we'll still be talking about them.